What is going on, everybody? Back at it again with another YouTube video. And today is game day for the Philadelphia Flyers. Flyers versus the Boston Bruins tonight, 7 o'clock in the Wells Fargo Center. Now, obviously, the Flyers are on a 9-game winning streak. They are a very hot hockey team, but the Boston Bruins have been a consistently great team all season long. They're number one in the power rankings almost every week when they come out with the rankings. The Flyers have been floating around the 6 to 8 range, which is, I think, stupid. I don't know. They had the Capitals above us last week after we just beat them, and now it's whatever. Speaking of the Capitals, though, they did, however, lose yesterday, but it wasn't overtime. They lost yesterday to the Buffalo Sabres 3-2 in a shootout. So they are still ahead of us by 1 point, but they also have a game on us. So if we win today, we are obviously in first place. If we lose, then we're still in second. But they're only 1 point ahead. Could have been a lot worse. So, Flyers, Bruins tonight. What do I expect to happen with this game? I'm expecting playoff atmosphere hockey. I really am. And I think everybody should be. The Bruins and the Flyers hate each other. They've had this little rivalry going on since 2010 when the Flyers came back 3-0 in the series and 3-0 in Game 7 to beat Boston in TD Garden. You know, obviously, there has been battles with these two for years. This season alone, Flyers beat them earlier in the season 6-5 in the Wells Fargo Center in a shootout after Brad Marchand, overskated the puck. He hit the puck barely and it just moved. That's how the Flyers beat them in Game 1 this year. The Flyers, however, are without Phil Myers tonight. He obviously got banged up from last game. He took a puck right off his leg. He was obviously in pain. Shayne Gostisbehere will go tonight. He's been a healthy scratch for a long time now. I can't even remember how long ago it's been since Ghost has played. Now with the Flyers, they are, yes, a hot hockey team, but the Bruins are also a very good hockey team. This is the toughest team that they have to play so far in this winning streak. And that's saying something because we had to play the Capitals. We had to play the Rangers back-to-back. We had to play these teams that are either in our division or are right knocking at the door of the playoffs. Carolina, Rangers, Columbus. So, yeah. But the Bruins are a very good hockey team. I can't express that enough, that this game is going to be a battle. It's going to be an absolute battle, and I cannot wait for it. I've been ready for this game since Sunday after, they won Saturday? Yeah, they won Saturday. I've been ready for it. It is now Tuesday. They had a couple days off. Now it is time to see who the Flyers really are. This is a test. Now, obviously, the test is, it's not like, it's playoff atmosphere intensity tonight. In the Wells Fargo Center, the place is going to be shaking. I unfortunately am not going tonight. I wish I was. But I will be intently watching. I will be watching every minute from puck drop to the final horn. I can't give you a straightforward prediction right now. Maybe by the end of the video, I can think of one in the back of my head while I'm talking. But as of right now, it's just going to be a close, hard-nosed game all the way through. It is Carter Hart in net tonight versus Tuukka Rask. And the last time the Bruins played, I'm pretty sure that it was the fight. They might have played a game, after that. But they played Tampa Bay a couple nights ago, and there was an absolute brawl. And that is who we play now. So, it's going to be a battle. It really is. And everybody should expect it. With Shayne Gostisbehere, I don't know how I feel about it. Obviously, Myers is hurt, and Braun's probably a little banged up too. You're on a 9-game winning streak. You play like 5 games and however many nights. It was like 4 games and like 6 nights or something like that. Like, it was insane. But I still think the Flyers pull this one out tonight. In the Wells Fargo Center, I think they pull it out. That's just my opinion. It's going to be a very hard game. Don't get me wrong. It's going to be a hard game. Playoff intensity. Been saying this the whole video. It's going to be that. The Flyers just have to play their game. Carter Hart has to shine in net probably once again. Ghost has to do something to prove that he can still play with this team. He seemed excited earlier in an interview. He said, I just wanted to get a ticket aboard this train. And I get that. He's a decent defender. He's just not, he just can't fit in this system. And I don't know what that is, but you know, maybe he turns it around tonight. Maybe he can get a couple shots on net. Maybe he can get it out of the zone when needed. He just needs to be a better defender than he's been. And this is the reason why he's been a healthy scratch for a while now. He was injured, but now he's been a healthy scratch for a while. It's so hard to think who's going to win this game. I really do think the Wells Fargo Center has a major factor in why I think the Flyers are going to win tonight's game. But it's just, Boston is so good. David Pastrnak is arguably the best player in hockey. Probably McDavid and Crosby and Ovi might be a little bit better. But David Pastrnak is gross. He's filthy. He has almost 50 goals. He has like 48 goals coming into tonight. He has like 94 to 6 points. I mean, he's a great hockey player. And their first line is great. It's a great first line. But I think the Flyers' depth helps them a lot this game, and also the fact it's in Philadelphia. I mean, when you have that South Philly advantage, it's tough to beat any team in the Wells Fargo Center this year. As bad and as poor the Sixers been playing, and as, you know, on the road, the Flyers and the Sixers have been a very consistent team at home. They have been very consistent, and that is, you know, great come playoff time. And it's great during the regular season. You're almost a definite to get either points at home or wins. You're almost definitely getting a win when you're the home team playing in the Wells Fargo Center. That's how it's been all year. We've lost maybe a total of 7 times, 8 times this year, all season, and 4 of them were probably in overtime or in the shootout. So it's just so hard, and I'm so excited for this game. You have no idea. I haven't been this hyped up over a sporting event since the Eagles playoff game. Since I went to the Eagles playoff game, and it's been a while since I can say, wow, I cannot wait. I have everything lined up. I have, ways of watching the game. I have people watching the game, texting me every single minute during the game. I have friends over to watch the games. The Flyers have really turned their culture around. They turned it right back around from where everybody thought it was disappearing, last year and the year before that with, Dave Hextall and Ron Hextall. It looked bleak. It really did. It looked bad for the Flyers' future, but it goes to show what a new GM and a new coach can really do to a franchise in Chuck Fletcher and Alain Vigneault. And I've been saying this all year. AV has been amazing. He has been phenomenal. Chuck Fletcher has been phenomenal, and you can already you know that for a fact because of the Kevin Hayes signing, because of the extensions of Konechny and the extension of Ivan Provorov. And AV with the lines, he does great. He's done a great job with the lines. Also with Derek Grant and Nate Thompson, that's also the work of Chuck Fletcher. Derek Grant is a great player for this system of hockey. You know, you put him on the fourth line, you put him on the third line, and he's going to make some plays. He also plays the power play. He also plays the penalty kill. You know, he's on the special teams, and he's making good, impactful plays on the fourth and third line when he's out there, whenever that is. Now, I think the Flyers take this one 5-3. And I think they score an empty net goal at the end of the game to solidify the win. But I think they have as much as a 2 to 3 goal lead throughout. And I think they strike first. First period, I think they go out, they make a statement, make it 1-0. Bruins obviously tied up, and then we go up ahead 3-1. And I think the Bruins just play catch up from there. And I think the Flyers win this one 5-3. Now, the rest of the week for the Flyers is also not an easy task. So you have the Bruins tonight. It is Tuesday. Then, Thursday, you're in Tampa Bay. If they win tonight, that is where I think the winning streak could end. In Tampa, no, I don't know who's going to be in that. I want to say Carter Hart just because of, you know, they did that with the Rangers 2 weeks ago. They had him play in Philly on a Friday and then in New York on the Sunday. I think the same thing goes because Carter Hart's hot right now. He's on fire. So is the team. We haven't lost all month. So I think Carter Hart goes on Thursday. I think he goes on Saturday. No, he goes on Sunday. Elliott goes on Saturday. That's what I think. But you have Boston tonight, Tampa Bay on Thursday, and then Minnesota and Edmonton during the weekend. Saturday you have Minnesota. Sunday you have Edmonton. That is it for this video. Thank you all for watching. We are getting close to 200 subscribers. We are 16 away with a lot of help from people shouting out the channel. If you shout out the channel, tell me you shouted it out, and you'll be entered in a giveaway for 2 hats and 2 headbands. They will all be Philly themed. I will draw names out of a hat. Whoever I pick, that's who can choose what they want. It just has to be Philadelphia. Thank you all for watching. Flyers versus the Boston Bruins tonight in the Wells Fargo Center. It's going to be a battle. Playoff atmosphere hockey at its finest. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Remember, giveaway 200 subs. Shout out the channel. Tell people about it. And I will see you next time. I'm out. Peace.